Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. This is Lisa Finkel coming to you from Finkel Pottery in Summerside, Prince Edward Island on the east coast of Canada. Waiting for some snow to fall today. They're calling for about 10 centimeters today and then maybe another 5 or 10 tonight. So hoping this is the end of this winter stuff. Anyway, I promised I'd show you the very last kiln unload before my sale. I have a pop-up sale next week, April 1st. So I thought I would share with you what came out of the kiln. It'll be a quick one because I've got a lot of multiples and I won't make you sit through 6 of the same thing. I'll just show you a couple of every color and that kind of thing. So first are my adult sippy cups. Oh, Tucker's Mid Smooth Stone, fired to cone 5.5, Camille Hoffman's slow cool schedule. And her schedule is available. If you Google it, you'll find it online. No problem. So this would be pink and white glaze. So my pink, my satin white. So they're all lined with my Studio Satin White, and I shared the recipe for that in my last video. And then a band of mayco light flux over the Studio White. And they have like a little indentation and a straw hole, and then another, they're quite fat, girthy. So I have a little thumb holder so people can hang on to it. And this recipe, this pink recipe, I call it Hello Pink, but it is available on glazy.org. I think it's one of their top glazes, so if you Google that, you'll find it. No problem at all. Then I've done them in Val's Turquoise. Same style. So Val's Turquoise on the bottom, my Studio White on the top, and then light flux over that. And those of you that use light flux regularly know that sometimes you get some interesting hints of pink coming through, and there is on some of these. You just never know when you're going to see the pink. And then I did them in this very soft mauve. So same idea, my mauve on the bottom, Studio White on the top, and the mauve, and then light flux over the white. And the mauve I used my Val's Turquoise recipe, and you can find Val's Turquoise. You just Google Val's Turquoise or go to glazy.org or get John Britt's book. There's tons of recipes out there for Val's Turquoise, and I find it to be a very stable glaze. It's a flat glaze, like it doesn't have a lot of variation in it. It's very sort of, and it's not see-through, but it's great for some things that I want to do. Like in this case, I wanted that look. So I just took the base for Val's Turquoise, and I think I used a mason stain. I think it was called Violet, and I put about 4% mason stain to get this color. So mason stains are really fun to play with. If you find a base glaze that you really like, then just try some mason stains in them and see if you can get some colors that you like. This one would be Mayco's Frosted Lemon on the bottom, my Studio White on the top, and Mayco Light Flux. So I'll just show you a couple of those. So these adult sippy cups have really taken off. So I made quite a few for this sale. And then I made one other one, just one, because I wasn't sure how this would turn out, but I thought it turned out really fun and tropical. So this one, I dipped the whole cup in my Studio White. Then I did a band of Enchanted Sunset. That's Coyote Fantasy Glaze. And then I did a slightly smaller band of Coyote Fairy Rose. And then I covered the whole band with 2 coats of Archie's Base. And that's what I got. Now, if I did that at cone 6, I think I might have got too much running because Archie's Base is very, very runny. So just be careful, be cautious the first time you use it. Don't go too crazy. But it's a great base for things to move, to help things move. I did this. This is just a little pour. You know, and full disclosure, what happened with this one, I made a bunch of dip bowls in a sitting. And this one, I don't know, I hit an air pocket or something. And the rim was up too high on one side, and rather than cutting off the rim when you're making bowls, which I find makes the rim too thin, I just pulled it so that it turned into a little pour and put 2 little thumb indents in the side, and that'd be really cute for so I did like a dip bowl too. So you could do like cream and sugar with that, or you could just use it for syrup or salad dressing or any kind of condiment on your table. And this one is mayco winterwood all over. Then, and with winterwood, I have a bucket of alabaster. So I do a quick dip in the alabaster, which is the base for winterwood. Then I just do one coat of the winterwood on top. One, it's cheaper, and two, I don't like it if it gets too speckly. So this, to me, this is a good amount of speckles. Then I did random blotches of Coyote Fairy Rose on the rim, and then covered the whole rim with a coat, like a small coat of mayco light flux. So that was that one. And then I did the same thing, but with no pink. Exact same. And when I sell these, I sell them with these little wooden spoons that I get on Amazon. And they sell quite well. This is just a mug I did in that light mauve. So exact same treatment that I did for the adult sippy cups. So the mauve, the white, the flux, and the white inside. So this one turned out pretty, I thought. So this one is mayco eggplant on the bottom. The top is shipwreck, which is mayco. And then I did a lip of mayco light flux, white inside. And I think the colors turned out really nice. So there's that one. And I did them in different shapes and sizes and stuff, but they all turned out pretty good, I think. So that's those. And then this one, look how chubby this mug is. It can hold so much. These chubby mugs, this probably holds like a generous 18 ounces. So this one is white inside. This is the eggplant all over. 3 coats. Next time I would do 4, though. I did find it was a little thin on those other mugs. Then I did a coat of blue hydrangea all over. And then I just did a little bit of flux at the rim. And I think that turned out pretty. Yeah. And this one I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember my glaze application. This is my Studio Blue. So this one's easy to remember. That is the little tray that this sits on. So this is a berry bowl, Studio Blue, dipped to about here. And then this would be Coyote Hydroscale, meeting the blue, like slightly overlapping the blue. And this is where I might forget. I either used Archie's base or... No, I did not. I used gunmetal green over that. And gunmetal green is interesting. When you put it with blues and some of the other colors, it turns blue. It doesn't go green. But on other things, it is green. It's a great glaze. It does so many things, and it's so interactive. So this bowl turned out really pretty. This is like a medium-sized serving bowl. So it's got vibrant blues, speckles, deep teal, and that just continues inside. So I like that. This bowl is totally dipped in Pike's Purple, which is a recipe that is in John Britt's Exploring Mid-Range Glazes book. Might be on Glazy, I don't know, I haven't checked. And then over that I did a rim of blue, Coyote Blue Purple. So lots of interaction there. That turned out pretty. And I also did a little dip bowl in the same treatment, exact same treatment. This one, little bowl and a little pourer again. And this one would be in my Studio Blue, dipped completely. And then it has blue hydroscale on the lip and Archie's base. So blue hydroscale probably here, then Archie's base there. So just to create and generate movement. I made a few little vases, and I just dipped them in the bottom. And these are the colors that you saw on the sippy cups. So the mauve and then just the satin white on the top. And that satin white, like I said, I put the recipe in my last video, but it feels really, really nice. The only thing you have to watch with satin white, if you're using it on a dark clay, sometimes you need a double dip. On the white clay, it's great. But on the dark clay, I found if I don't, or I need to hold it longer in the bucket, otherwise I might get some streaking. So you just have to make sure your coverage is thick enough on a dark clay. But on the light clay, I just dip it in it. It works wonderfully. It's stable. It doesn't move. Works, plays nice in the sandbox with other glazes. So this one has the turquoise on the bottom. And then the last one has pink on the bottom. So just little posy vases. I try to make some small pieces for the sales, not all big things. Sometimes people want to come and get a little something, but they don't want to be buying mugs or whatever. So this is the same as this. I like it better on this. I think this is very fun and tropical and, you know, something I can imagine having by the pool or on the deck. But this, I guess, would be nice to match it. You could put like snacks in it or whatever. So there's that little bowl. And then last but not least, I've got, this is similar to that big bowl with the speckles. And people love this combo. It's just a little trinket dish. And this, of course, you can use for whatever you want. I call them wide coasters because you put them on your table and you put a wine bottle on them. And it saves your table from red wine rings if you worry about that. So that's it. That's all I have for now, for this time. I really appreciate you tuning in. If you liked it, like and subscribe, please. And if you have questions, reach out. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. It'll be a while before I do another kiln unload because, as we all know, we build up stock. Or my process in the studio is I build up a lot of stock and then back-to-back glaze kilns. So I just finished unloading 3 glaze kilns. So it'll be a little while before I'm able to build anything up again. But in the meantime, thanks for tuning in. Everyone take care. Hope you have a great day.